legislature should approve legislation that would move an existing casino license from northwest Indiana to northeast Indiana.
My first question that I would have in moving this license from the northwest to northeast is why do they want to move it? Did they already destroy that community? So, I guess that kind of sums up in a nutshell my view on the whole casino coming here to Fort Wayne. And I guess from a family value standpoint, and destroying communities, destroying families, and those people that have an addiction to gambling, and moving the casino here to Fort Wayne, and the people that it brings. And I know there's a group here in Fort Wayne that's been trying to bring a casino here to the 84th district, and I've been opposed to it from the first time that I heard that the casino wanted to come here. If people want to gamble, and the beautiful aspects of the 84th district, and that the people that are here, most of us are pretty conservative people, work hard for our money, and maintain our money, and running my businesses and what I do, and gambling each day that I open up, and I try to make an educated gambler within my businesses, and controlling my family's wealth, so to speak. And we balance our budget, my wife and I do, on a regular basis. And if we don't balance our budget, we're going to lose things that we love the most. And maybe I need some money next week, so I'm going to head down to the casino and put everything on black or everything on red. In the way some of the movies portray these gamblers, and okay, I can pay my check this week. And through the years, I've heard many horror stories from families, and that I'm an addicted gambler and I have a problem, I can't pay my family. So my wife and I balance our budget on a regular basis, the same way when I get down to Indianapolis and helping balance the state's budget. And the next session, we're going to have to balance the education is going to be 65% of the state's budget. And it's something that I'm going to take a close look at from all the way from kindergarten all the way to the college level, and maintaining a good budget. And I guess one gentleman I spoke with said, what if our state legislators gamble all the money away, and what poor shape our state would be in? So as I continue on, I am opposed, and I hope the moving truck moves back to northwest Indiana and keeps the casino there.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, you have enough for 3-minute response.
Thank you. Am I against gamblers? Gambling's legal. Many places do it. If you want to have fun, if that's what you want to do. But am I against a casino sitting down on Fort Wayne, Allen County? Absolutely, yes. I was adamantly outspoken when that meeting of the mayor's office took place, and we had members of the county council and commissioners of this police trying to get a referendum here. I think it's a terrible thing for our community. I think it's, in my opinion, it's an issue of brand. We do not need that brand. Visioning is taking place. We've had all of these visioning about what our community is going to look like. I attended a lot of it. Not once did I see anybody write down a casino. You know, we're just going through this Vision 2020 thing. Anybody participated in that? Not once did they mention a casino. Matter of fact, I think some of those folks that are involved in that process that were all for a casino said, nah, we don't need a casino, because guess what? We're better than that. I think the thing that taught me so much about a casino in that position, I was just, this really hit it for me. You talk to very influential folks that had businesses, and they were working hard. A lot of them had heritage businesses that have done things down on the river, for example, and built the decks, and on. They said, have we fallen that far? Is that all the better we can do? We got to take and play that card, that casino card? And the answer is heck no. We are much better. You know, we're the city that saved itself. We're a community. We're known for our hard work and work ethic. You know, if anybody's ever, and I really got to give the governor credit for this, if anybody's ever watched some of the little 20s and 50s and 100s in the cheering master at a bar, You know it's an addiction. Some of these people I know, they're so tired of bark on a tree, they wouldn't lend you $5 to go get cash from you. They ran out. But boy, for some reason, psychology lets them roll that money right in there. So now think about this. Dick Urick is providing quote relief. So you got these people they roll their paycheck. I know people lost businesses, etc. Well, guess what? When their kids don't get the health care they need, when they don't get this, that, and the other thing they need, well, guess what? We help out. We pay for those things for these kids. When dad goes to jail because he hit whatever, we pay for that stuff. So what it does, it leaches out the money from social service agencies. That the casinos come here, sit down, and pull the money out. But we pay the money to the folks for all these services. So somehow or another, they get the basis covered. I just think a casino is a bad idea. I would never support a casino around town. Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Pillie?
Seems like you can't swing a cat naked without hitting a legalized gaming interest down there. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, and so I've seen firsthand the hollow promise that legalized gambling offers to Atlantic City, New Jersey over decades. It's a travesty. What that town thought they were getting when they first introduced gaming there, and what it is today, it's like night and day. You can see it here in Indiana. If you go up to Michigan, I had to go to Michigan City for a meeting with the mayor's roundtable, and it was hosted at the casino there. And I don't know how you can get off the toll road and drive to where the casino is and not see the devastation that has been wrecked in that community and say, this is a good idea? Why on earth would you want to do this? I think the biggest challenge we face in the state legislature is not going to be where the casino gaming licenses go. If they stay in Northwest, if they stay in Northeast, I think all of us up here would agree they're a bad idea. I think the real challenge we face is how do we detach the entrenched interests that the legalized gaming industry has become on our state budget. We are the largest collector of casino revenues next to Nevada and New Jersey.
What?
Yeah. So the big challenge we have when we're facing this immense budget crisis where we're trying to cut money everywhere we can, our state budget has gotten addicted to gaming. So breaking that addiction, trying to figure out how we can cut how we spend money on a program so we're not dependent on that revenue is going to be the key challenge any of us are going to face and the next legislature will face if we're going to really reduce the impact legalized gaming has on our state.
And finally, Mr. Olinger.
I can't add much to this conversation. I think we all pretty much agree. I've been to Atlantic City. You want to see the tragedy. You have row after row of beautiful casinos bordered by ghetto. Because people working there can't make a decent living because so many of them are gambling. And we see the same thing in Hammond. Granted, you don't notice as much in Hammond because it wasn't great casinos. It was a rough area. But it doesn't remind us. Gambling addiction is a big problem. 15% of everybody will be addicted to gambling if they gamble enough. But our state isn't. I don't know how. I don't know what the answer is for pulling us off of gambling. But I think the best line here is what Bill said. I was one of the kids on the dice in the city to save myself in 1982 on the Northside High School City. I lost my house. I lost everything. The only thing I had to go to was the Coliseum where I could throw seminars. And people are losing everything voluntarily. But for the most part, I've known them. I've been here that way. I've seen what they can do. I've seen what the heart and soul of what is about. It's not about giving money down the front.
I guess in summing up, each person up there, we're all opposed. And what's neat is that we all have that special bond amongst us, and each of us here in the room, when this comes up again, if they have to show up on the ballot, are you for it or against it? Tell your neighbor and tell everyone that the 4 people here, the 4 leaders that decided to run for the seat were opposed to it. And I guess what I took from this is we're better than that.